So now, with the little desk, we're going to cover it with some nice flowery pattern felt. So what you want to do is you just cover it around like this. Since you see that it doesn't fit, I cut out another piece to cover it, and it's too high right now, so I'm just going to cut it to length. You're going to want to cut your thing along in different sides of the pieces, like this, the first side, here, the second side, and you keep on cutting along and along. So now I'm just going to glue with hot glue this piece for the top. Top piece. Make a square and an X in the middle to make it hold better. And then you just hold it in place for 3 seconds. Okay, now the pieces we cut out, you do each side. First, do the second side. Do that on. And here, it's not exact. Stick it on. And the last one, since it's not long enough, either way. And like that. Stick it on. And the last piece here, you just glue that on. And there you go. You have your first part for your desk. Okay, so today we're going to make this type of Lalaloopsy house. It's the best house to make because you can really see inside. You can have a bed at the bottom and a bed at the top, or more furniture at the top, like a room. So you're going to take 2 boxes, about the same size, and you're going to pick the first one. And the strongest one should be at the bottom to hold the other one. Okay, so if your box is completely open, take the bottom like we did. Okay, then what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 pieces, the longest ones, or the shortest you want, but it's better to take by height, and you're going to close them. Then the 2 left, you're going to cut them off. Okay, so now that I cut them off, you're going to have 2 strands left like this. So, now that you have this is going to be your doors to enter your room, or your room. So, in the back, you're probably going to have 2 pieces flopping. All you want to do is hot glue them, okay? So, be careful because it's really hot, okay? And so now, next box, what you're going to do is you're going to cut off all these pieces, all these things that you can cut close, because this is going to be like a sky room, like this one here. So, you don't want to have any. You don't have any opening door or anything. Yeah. Okay, so because we made it here for Dot because she likes space. So you always want to make it open because it's much easier to put your Lalaloopsy in than if it had a roof. Okay, so like the other one, you're going to hot glue it, but we're going to do that later. So what you do is you take your high box, okay, with your door, okay, and what you do is you're going to take the one that has no things here, and you're going to stack it on top, and you're going to glue it on. So it's going to make your high house. If you wanted to make it a 3-story house, you could easily, well, say you had this already done, glue another high one on top. So then you would have one room, 2
it would be way harder to just keep it balancing.
It might fall over. So it's much better just to make 2, and then if you really wanted to make a big house, you attach them. Like that. Okay, so now you have your 2 boxes, and don't hot glue them now, unless you want it to be ruined. Don't, okay? So now we choose, you can paint them, but that takes way more time, and it really wastes paint because it's so big of a project. So we just use fabric. So we chose 2 fabrics for each box, for the inside and the out. So for the first box, the outside will be this polka dotted pink one, and in the inside, this reddish one. We're going to hot glue them, and then we'll show you guys after what it looks like. Remember to hot glue them all around and around the inside. It's your choice to hot glue the doors, or like put fabric over the doors. It's a good idea to cut your fabric for each side before you hot glue it, because if you do it all in one shot, you might mess it up. Okay, so now the second part, the top part. So first of all, you have your inside part, that's this, that you're going to put in, and you're going to hot glue it, and then after, we chose another fabric for the outside of it, like that, from the outside. So we're going to hot glue it. For paint, be careful, because it can get very see-through, like here. We can see the words are written from the box, which we really don't want. So that's why we're going to be using fabric. So now that you've done your first box, you want your doors to close. So what you're going to do is, what I did here is I took a piece of the felt we used for the desk, and I glued one side of it to this door, and I put a piece of Velcro on this side of it, so I didn't glue the whole thing, but I had to glue it on or else it'll come off. And on the other part of the door, on the other door, I put the other piece of Velcro. So then when I want to close the door, I just Velcro it. And now it can't open, because before it was just swinging open. Now it's perfectly good. There you go. Okay, so now that you've done your both boxes, you're going to glue this one to this one. It's the shortest side that we like the best, and we attached this pink tool to it. I made a nice decor. So once you glue it, you can have decorations inside or out. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a name tag for both girls. We're going to put in, this is Mitten's room, and this is me, Sahara's. So you're going to take a piece of cardboard that was from these tops, and cut out a square or a rectangle the size you want. Then you cover it with felt. We chose green because it pops out more than another color. And so this is what it looks like once you've cut it out and put the felt. So we're going to glue it here. And you can write their names on top of it with a permanent marker or just any marker. Okay, so for decorations inside your house, what you're going to do is you're going to you're going to print out any image. It's going to be Sahara and Mitch's house, so this is something for Sahara. We're just going to cut this. Okay, once I cut it. Now I already cut something for Mitch's. And what you're going to do, you're going to take a piece of cardboard, take your hot glue gun, take the image, put it all along it. Okay, take it. Be careful, it's hot. Yeah, and flip it, put it on it. And afterwards, with your scissors, you cut it. Might be a little hard with the cardboard. It'll look like this in the end. Then you just stick it wherever you want in your house. So now, after you put all your decorations, here's how it's going to look on the top. Yeah, we put a little image here, and we have a little desk here that we glued on. And we glued this on, and now in the inside, we put on each side Sahara and Mittens, since it's their house. And now we're going to show you how to make the bed. So for the bed, what you're going to do, you're going to take, I decided to take this fabric, and what you're going to do, you're going to put hot glue. Okay, you got that? Take that, you're going to stick it, this part. And what you're going to have it like this. And since you're going to be on the sides like that, you're just going to want to cut this to size, down to size. It's really good to use fabric scissors. So you're going to cut that. Remember that the bed is going to be like this and not like that. So your Lalaloopsy is just going on top. So put the fabric on top, not inside of your box. Okay, so now I'm putting the hot glue. You lift this piece up. All the sides. Yeah, it's not. To get boxes, you can just go to stores and ask for the boxes that they have left over. If your dad or mom works at a store that they ship stuff, just ask them if they have boxes that they can just bring back home. No, you actually don't need to hot glue it though, because it's just you just slip it in, and if it's gonna stay in there.